Welcome back to You Heard It Here with Dr. Gary. I'm Gary, a clinical audiologist and part of the ownership team here at Advanced Hearing Group in Scottsdale, Arizona. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the process for making ear molds. Ear molds can be used for a lot of reasons: shooting protection, solid ear plugs, musicians plugs, sleep plugs, in-ear monitors, hearing aids, or ear molds for hearing aids. Let's take a look as we use Mauricio, my office manager, who was an amazing sport through this whole thing, to take some good deep impressions of his ear, getting past the second bend and giving us all the anatomical features of the ear canal. All right, so today we're going to do an ear mold impression. I want to thank my office manager, Mauricio. He's being a big help and letting us borrow his ear. So the first thing you do whenever you're doing an ear mold impression is you want to take a good look in the ear to make sure that there's no earwax. His ear is nice and clean. So then we're going to use one of these little cotton or foam dams and we're going to put it in his ear canal. And then we're going to put the two-part silicone in to get a nice cast of the ear. So since we're using the video system, I'm actually watching the screen that's in front of us rather than looking in the patient's ear, bracing against his head and getting a good view of where that cotton block is. We see no gaps, so we should be able to put the material in without any issues. Really? You're picking his nose? Okay, so now what we're gonna do, now that we've got the cotton block or the foam block in place, we're gonna use the two-part silicone, fill the ear canal, and then we'll show you what it looks like, and then we're actually gonna use one of these little cards to flatten the outside. I know we do not need to do this, but we've had a lot of work lately with some companies that do high-end in-ear monitors, and they've really had some complaints about the outside of the ear molds not being flat. I don't really know why that makes a big difference, but that's what they've asked us to do, so we've just taken to doing that on all of our ear molds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be a little bit cold as it fills the ear canal. So with this, we're making sure we get all of the outer ear, even though it's a little bit more material than we actually need to use. And like I said, we're gonna take this little card and just kind of press it on the outside just to keep things nice and flat on the outside. In about 3 minutes, that'll set up. Yeah, depending on where you are, it may take longer than that, but here in Arizona, it's dry and it's hot. 3 minutes should be plenty. All right, so now we're back on the other side. While this sets on the left, we're gonna take a look in the right ear, and then we're gonna put the cotton block in and fill the ear with the silicone so we can show you what the end product looks like. Nice clear view all the way down to the eardrum, no obstructions. Setting the cotton block in place, down deep enough past the second bend of the ear canal so we get a good anatomical view of the ear canal. So it's really important that we get a good anatomical view of the ear canal. This way we can get a nice tight seal for shooting protection or other noise reduction. And for hearing aids, if you are using the ear molds for someone with a severe to profound hearing loss, we want to prevent feedback and whistling. So now we're going to go ahead and use this two-part silicone again on this side. Ready? A little bit cold. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And again, we're going to use one of these little cards just to flatten out the outside. All right. So now I'm going to come back over to the left side here. I'm going to remove the card from the outside, and we'll give you a look as to what this looks like. So this is what the mold looks like in the outside of the ear. And then we're going to remove the mold, making sure that we break the seal by moving the pinna, or the outer ear, and then roll it towards the nose. That helps to get the ear mold out without any discomfort. We have a nice long, deep impression there on the left side. Same thing over here on the right side once it finishes. All right, now we're gonna try to remove this ear mold from the right ear, and then we should be done. Again, we're gonna peel the card off. Oh, that's not quite done yet. We're gonna wait. All right, we're gonna try this now. So now this right side should be ready. We're gonna go ahead and try to remove the card and then pull the ear mold impression out. Perfect. Now we're gonna break the seal by moving the pinna, and then we're gonna roll it forward towards his nose. Nice deep impression. And that's what the ear mold impressions look like. Those ear mold impressions were so deep that we almost touched his brain. Well, not really, but we definitely got all of the anatomical markers that we needed. Again, a big thank you to Mauricio for being such a good sport through this whole thing. And if you need ear mold impressions, or ear molds for shooting protection, or for performing on stage, or even for sleep plugs, visit a local hearing healthcare provider. They can get good impressions taken. It'll improve the comfort of the earplugs, and you'll use them more frequently. Protect your hearing as best you can. This has been You Heard It Here with Dr. Gary. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.